Welcome to Orth Plays Champions of Krynn. Champions of Krynn is the first of a trilogy of gold box games based on 1st edition AD&D and set in the world of Krynn, you'll be shocked to know. One of the special traits of this world is the 3 moons, which govern wizard spellcasting. Right now, they're all full, which in world means this is a very rare occasion, which is a major holiday, but that's not going to come up in the game. What is going to come up is that all wizards, good, neutral, or evil, get bonus spells and more powerful spells today. So, I have already made a party for this, and yes, I did maximize the stats, mainly because that's what I and everyone else I knew who played this did back when I was playing it on the Commodore 64, so dedicatedly that it would feel like I was playing it wrong if I didn't. Also, I understand having maxed stats will increase the difficulty in some ways. I've heard conflicting information about that, so I can't be certain. But these are my characters. Saristan is a Knight of Solamnia. She starts out at level 1 as a Knight of the Crown, the lowest of the 3 orders of Knights of Solamnia, which will become clear to what extent it matters in-game later. Oh, and the standard coinage in this game is steel, not gold as it is in most Dungeons and Dragons based worlds. And she, being a Knight of Solamnia, starts out with plate mail, shield, and a longsword. And this is Orth. He's a Hill Dwarf Cleric Ranger, cleric of the god Reorx, who is the only god a dwarf can be a cleric of. He is the creator of the dwarves. And I have more skill than Saristan because I don't start with equipment, not being a knight. Most of my characters here are going to be multi-class because Krynn has vastly more forgiving non-human level limitations than most AD&D based worlds. Of course, Baldur's Gate didn't have any level limitations, so that didn't come up at all in my playthrough of those games. Dessier is a cleric, a fighter, a good aligned wizard, which means she belongs to a specific order called the Order of White Robes, and she has access to some schools and not others, determined entirely by her alignment. Oh, you can't be evil in this game series. Not at all. When you create a new character, if they were a base fighter as unrestricted as could be, your options would be lawful good, neutral good, chaotic good, lawful neutral, true neutral, chaotic neutral, and there it stops. So, she's a cleric of Mishakal, the goddess of healing, which means her healing spells are significantly more effective, so it's an obvious choice. Erix is a neutral aligned wizard. You really want at least one of each, good and neutral, because if you had all good wizards, you couldn't cast any illusion spells ever, for example. Cleric of Shannare, who is a god of fire. Cleric for the red wizard. Oh, Sylvanesti elf, an elf who belongs to the nation of Sylvanesti, which has certain implications in the Dragonlance world which will not be explored at all in these games, which is probably just as well. Laren is a Qualinesti elf. She comes from the other nation you can play elves from, and she is a cleric of, I believe that's pronounced Magir. I could be getting it wrong. I will endeavor to find out the pronunciation before my next video, but point is, this god is really good against the undead with enhanced turning. And Lisa is a Kender, which is a race specific to Dragonlance. And she is a cleric thief and a cleric of Mishakal, the goddess of healing again. And this trilogy has 3 games, as you can probably tell from it being a trilogy, called Champions of Krynn, Death Knights of Krynn, the Dark Queen of Krynn, which go up to really high levels. But right now we're starting not all at level 1, only Saristan is actually just level 1, and she gets 28 hit points anyway, and 2,500 experience points to start, but at quite low levels. And now we start the game. Okay, journal entries are a thing this game does. This series of games do, I should say. Mainly for copy protection, because I can't imagine actually saving space for text was a consideration at this time. Lots of the game's text is outsourced to a paper journal that comes with the game. Journal entry 51 is, the worst monsters our scouts have reported anywhere in the area are hobgoblins. Draconians and evil dragons have long since abandoned the area to our forces. Still, be a little wary on your way to Throttle. Also, be sure to report back here immediately if anything unusual or dangerous occurs. This outpost depends on information brought back by patrols such as yours. Good luck, and may Paladine watch over you. Paladine is the name of the chief god of good in this setting, who is not a good choice to play a cleric of because the bonuses you get from doing so are lackluster at best. Draconians are creations of evil magic, using evil magic on good dragon eggs, they become Draconians, reptilian humanoids of 5 different types based on what kind of egg was corrupted. Okay, well, first step is to buy equipment. Pull all 141 of our steel. Saristan doesn't need anything. No one needs to buy a diamond. Let's see. everyone is part cleric, which I do not remember if it actually means it will go badly for us if we try to buy edged weapons. So, let's risk losing 7 steel and find out. Nope, Orth can use a longsword just fine. The only armor available here is ringmail, which has only the advantage of being cheap. So Saristan is going to have the best armor for a while. A hoopak is a weapon only a kender can use, and it's a good enough weapon that every kender wants to use one. And it can be used either melee or ranged. But it is two-handed, so Lisa won't be buying a shield. Ah, there is a shield. I was about to say no one's going to be buying a shield because you can't here. So everyone else who can get long swords and shields. 83 still left. That was a mistake. I clicked on ringmail and didn't need to, and now I have 2 of them. Oh well. Now, ranged weapons for people who are not Lisa. Short bows, no long bows available. Yes, Ariston won't buy a missile weapon because she just won't. And I'm not going to have her pick up the steel because one of her knight things is that whenever she enters the outpost, she'll give a bunch of the money she's carrying away to the commandant automatically. So, okay, we're done with that. We could store things in the vault with certain terms that mean we cannot store things in the vault currently, as you say. The temple offers healing for free, but we do not need healing. And what about the bar? We should really be going on a mission, but hey. Tavern Tale 40. Back to the journal we go. Don't drink the beer. The bartender washes his feet in it. Well, luckily we did not order beer. Let's just relax. Here, Tavern Tale 23, which is... It's been too quiet for too long. Something's got to happen soon. Given that the game just started, yeah, I'd say something's going to happen soon. Relax some more. Tavern Tale 17. A young woman has her eye on Sir Carl. It's making him uncomfortable. That will certainly have nothing to do with anything that happens in this game, I am sure. Tavern Tale 34. Nothing's been seen in Throttle for months. The place is boring. This game doth protest too much. Relax, no more Tavern Tales. Just 4. That's not really surprising. 4 seems like the kind of things you could hear in a tavern at one time. Well, let's set out for Throttle as we were ordered. No, we do not go right back into the outpost. There, I believe, is throttle. Well, let's say... Oh no, we're up much further to the northwest than I thought. But yikes. This is bad, and these are Draconians who are not supposed to be in this area. And we can't currently see them around these trees. Which means I know we need to go somewhere forward, but I don't actually know if we're supposed to go north or south. All very inconvenient. Don't know what we're fighting, or where to go to reach them. So let's let them move first, actually, by choosing delay, which drops my initiative to the end of the round. Can you see them? Lisa, yes you can. For bars Draconians, made from brass dragon eggs. Those are the weakest in combat, but they have a super nasty trick they do, where whenever one of them dies, it turns into stone, likely trapping the weapon of the enemy who killed it, if it was killed with a melee weapon. Right now, Lisa will also delay for them to approach us, considering the distance. And we are not hitting them. Ah. And one of the things Lisa can do as a kender, is yell taunts. Which makes them worse at fighting. Eric still has his longsword. He was lucky and it did not get stuck in the bars he killed. Can't walk right into the tree, it is in the way. Miss, 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 miss. Orth lost his weapon, but luckily, the battle's over, so it doesn't matter anymore. He will automatically retrieve his weapon, though it will no longer be equipped, and he will need to re-equip it before he can use it again. Like so. And they have 20 steel pieces, which Orth will take. And one Draconian got away with a book, which apparently was what he cared about. Yeah, kind of an obvious choice here, with one of these options being quite evil. Which is nothing, because she's not carrying any money. So, let's go report to the commandant what happened and that we encountered Draconians in this area. Okay, so... Oh, a Sivak is a Draconian created from the egg of a silver dragon. They have shape-shifting abilities, so the commandant of this outpost has actually been a Draconian for an unknown period of time and has been sabotaging it. And now Sir Carl is in charge and is apparently to be trusted. And we can go to the inn and actually prepare magic before we go out again. Which means mostly cure light wounds for our clerics, but not entirely. Orth will also prepare a bless spell. Unfortunately, I can't show you a description of what the spells do in this game. That is found in the manual. Yes, as a cleric of Mishakal, Decia gets remove curse, bless, and charm person once per rest period automatically. And as a cleric of Mishakal, she prepares all cure spells as much as possible, because her cure spells are more powerful than a cleric of a different god. And she also has 2 magic user spells, because apparently the spells cast by clerics are chopped liver or something. And because Solamnic, the white moon, is full, she can prepare 2 bonus spells, which are any wizard spell she knows. But she's going to go with 2 more sleep spells for the moment. And Eryx, as a cleric of Shannare, who is a god of merchants, not a god of fire, as I said, gets charm person every sleep period automatically, and can also prepare that's not a cleric spell. Did not mean to say I would do that. There's the cleric version. And also cure light wounds, though he's not nearly as good at it as Decia. And also 2 bonus magic user spells, because the red moon is also full. And he's high enough level to prepare 2nd level spells as a cleric, so 3 hold person spells. And Laren, who is a cleric of Magir, gets silence 15-foot radius automatically. And can also prepare 2 bonus spells because White Moon is full. And Lisa, as a cleric of Mishakal, gets remove curse, bless, and charm person, which actually makes me realize that I have no real need to prepare bless as a chosen spell. So, Orth will prepare all cure light wounds. He doesn't get any bonus spells from Rearx. He does get a slight combat boost. And now we'll pause to heal people before going out again. Cure light wounds. Lisa is fully healed. Cure light wounds. Orth is fully healed. And I'll wrap up this video here and we'll go to throttle next time. Thanks for watching and see you then.